All right. Welcome back to It's Time Picks. We are doing something a little different this week because we kind of got a little wrapped up and busy. We couldn't do our normal video, so we're just going to do a quick rundown of our picks, who we got, and if there's anybody specific that we really like. So the first fight we have up is Jessica Rose Clark and Tanara Lisboa. Since you're still undecided, I'll just go ahead. I have Lisboa. I don't trust JRC at all. She's been submitted twice in a row, and she doesn't have the best striking, so I'm on the dog.
So lately, when it comes to, I'm just gonna sum it up since we're doing that kind of video. I'm gonna pick Clark for the more overall MMA experience. Uh, she does have takedowns in her back pocket when she needs to use them, and we've seen Lisboa get taken down in other fights. Plus, I'd never have luck picking UFC debuters for anything, so I'm gonna go with the experience factor. But it would not shock me if Lisboa pieces her up.
Fair. Next up, we have Gabe Green and Brian Battle. And I know unless you changed it, we're split on this one. I've got Gabe Green. I'm a big fan of him. I think he's better everywhere in this fight. I don't see how Battle wins this fight.
So one thing I know about this before I make the pick, sum it up. Battle did take this fight on 6 weeks' notice, so about a little bit over a month and a little bit of change. He missed weight, but it wasn't by much. It was, I think, what like maybe 2 pounds.
Yeah.
But as originally, I was on Battle because he's the hometown guy. I think I'm switching my pick to Green, but all I know is I think Battle can win the range. But one thing I know about Battle, when fighters do come push forward on him, he tends to shell up a little bit and accepts back against the cage. And Green does have power. Green
Yep.
can wrestle, and it wouldn't shock me if he mixes it up.
Absolutely. So then we got Ji Young Kim and Mandy Bohm. Who you got?
I hope Kim absolutely whoops her ass.
Yep.
Exactly what after I just read. Kim,
Why would
her
you?
mom just passed away before
Oh
the
no.
during the first fight, and Bone backed out the fight. She went to Germany, and she Kim ended up missing her grandma's funeral over it. Kim in the face off was pissed, which she has every right to be. But Kim was already my pick, but I would love to see a knockout, but I don't know if a knockout happens. But I just hope she absolutely pieces her the hell up.
I agree. I have Ji Young Kim as well. Man, until Mandy Bohm proves anything to me that she can fight anybody on the UFC level, I won't trust her. Won't
I
touch
won't
her.
pick Bone since she lost to Leonardo.
Pretty much. Next up, we have Cody Stamen and Douglas Silva de Andrade. Um, yeah, this is another one where I took the dog. I don't think Cody Stamen is that great of a fighter. Anytime he fights tougher competition, he loses, and he's got the same type of fight style over and over. So Silva's got the power and grappling advantage. Stamen has the wrestling and volume advantage. I'm going with the dog.
I was torn on this fight because I do think I said Stamen does have the wrestling. He does have the more ideal crisp boxing with his main straights. Andrade has the power. He could catch Stamen. He could potentially knock him the hell out. I just have a feeling until Andrade finds that range, I have a feeling Stamen could be the minute winner. So I'm slightly picking Stamen, but it wouldn't shock me if Andrade potentially catches him with a TKO.
Yep, it was a kind of dog or pass type of thing for me,
I
so
don't, I
that's
don't
why
hate
I'm
that.
dog.
DFS, I'll agree with that. Dog or pass for DFS.
This should be really easy. Carl Williams, Chase Sherman.
Chase
It's
Sherman by
Williams
first
all
round
day.
knockout. You didn't even hear
Okay,
what?
that's your pick. I heard that.
Hell no. No, Carl Williams. Like I thought Carl Williams was a bit bigger, but I saw the scale. I'm like, does he really look like a true heavyweight? Like he weighed at 231. I'm like, bro, this dude could cut another 15 or 20 pounds and make damn 205. But I think only thing I'm gonna be scared about until he shoots, Chase will have the striking advantage, and he does have volume. That's the only thing that scares me. But Williams should win this fight with no problem.
Yep. Next up, we got Matt Brown and Court McGee. This is another of those fights. It's just a quick dogger pass. I like Matt Brown and his power. Court McGee just likes to fight for decisions, and who knows how he is after that knockout from June because that was ridiculous.
My man Jeremiah Wells knocked him the hell out. But I'm saying this right now, and I was maybe we want to save it for the end. Maybe I'll save it for the end. But I think I know Matt Brown's currently tied with Derek Lewis for knockouts. I think he passes Derek Lewis in this fight. I think he's gonna knock McGee the hell out. Like
I
Brown
hope
still
so.
looks good at 42. Like his shape, he still looks good. He still
Hmm.
fights like a wild man. And his fight style is like, look, I'm not going all 30 rounds. Screw this shit. I'm 42 years old. I'm letting my hands fly. And I'd love
Absolutely.
to see that.
So then we have Tim Means and Alex Morono. It's another one where I'm on the dog. I think Means is So if Means doesn't get knocked out, I think Means dominates a decision because he's got the takedowns. Morono's not good at defending them. Means can strike. He is getting up there in age, but and Morono is a kind of first round or knockout or decision type of guy. He either gets a first round knockout or it goes to a decision. And if this goes to a decision, I think it's Means all day.
I, how I see it is like it's just clash of styles. But Morono does have a black belt in BJJ, so maybe that's why he accepts
He
getting
does.
taken down. But Means, from what I've seen, he hasn't been training too much. But I know he's been mainly coaching wrestling because he is a coach. Morono didn't look the best on the scale, but he usually looks that way, usually as a whole. But if it stays standing, I could see Morono piece him up potentially. But if it's a close fight, it wouldn't shock me if this fight goes to a split. And my slight lean is going to be Morono because, he's being more active. He's fighting tougher
Mhm.
guys. And yeah, I'm going to go Morono.
Fighting tougher guys. Means his last two fights were Max Griffin and Kevin Holland and Dalby before that. What do
Okay,
you mean?
Max,
And
Dolby's
Platinum
trash.
Mike Perry before that.
Dolby's trash. Mike Perry's a bare knuckle guy.
So, anyways, next up we have Carlos Ulberg and Eor Pateria. This is going to be a real
Should be.
quick fight. It should be. I'm on Ulberg, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pateria just ran in there and knocked him out.
So
I don't
one
think it'll
thing,
happen, but
I don't
I'm
see
on
it
Ulberg.
happening, but if you want to go by MMA math, Patoya lost to the guy that Olberg just knocked the hell out badly.
Nagumariano.
Yeah, I think didn't he knock out Pretoria?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe he knocked him out. So if you want to go off MMA math, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but he got pieced up by Nick Morano. And don't get me wrong, I think Pretoria is more well rounded because he does have jiu-jitsu, but his takedowns aren't the greatest. But it's just when Olberg's going to knock him out. Could he be the patient? Maybe wait because Pretoria is wild, but could he be patient? Maybe wait for a counter, or if you want to make quick work, just bull rush him. Use your combinations and just knock him out. Give me that nice little quick round bonus. But will it happen? Who knows? But yeah, Olberg should win this fight, no problem.
I think it'll be the kicks. It'll be kick, 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 slow him down, knock him out. So, next up, we have Daniel Rodriguez and Ian Gary. It's another one where I could have gone the dog. I didn't. I did go with Gary just because since D-Rod came back from his injury, he hasn't been the same fighter. He doesn't throw as much. He doesn't do as much. So if it goes to a decision, Gary should win it. Either guy could knock the other out, but neither's been knocked out. So I'm gonna ride the favorite on this one.
One thing I'll say about this, Gary did get rocked his last fight
He
bad. But
did.
one thing I will say, he did compose himself and then come back and with volume, round 2, round 3. But one thing I'm going to say about this, Rodriguez is not going to worry about takedowns. He's
Nope.
going to know that, okay, I'm going to get back into my old Mexican brawl. I can throw hands with combinations, and this could be a good fight. If it goes 3 rounds, it could be a competitive fight. But I think Gary does have these slight, more crisp strikes. He might hit him with the more straights, get him with the kicks. But I'm going Rodriguez. You gave me a striker versus striker. Rodriguez is an aggressive striker. And you've seen Gary doesn't like getting touched. He got touched by Jordan Williams. He ran away. He got touched by that other dude he just fought. He fell and busted his ass.
Yep.
So I'm on Rodriguez. And if it goes to the decision, I think Gary wins. But if this fight finishes, it wouldn't shock me if Rodriguez does like a pure volume thing, similarly did against who did Rodriguez almost get knocked out by? He came back and then ended up like TKOing him. It was Dwight Grant. Dwight Grant caught him, got wobbled. Yeah, I'm on Rodriguez.
It's fine. I told you before the week started, if D-Rod was going to come out and throw the volume he had been throwing, I would have bet him on all day. But it's just hard to trust
I'm
him.
betting on it.
Next up, we got Anthony Smith and Johnny Walker, and this should be a ridiculous fight. I am on Johnny Walker, but it's not a confident pick because Johnny Walker makes a lot of stupid ass decisions, and Anthony Smith is very smart. He's also got the better overall game. So basically, you're going into this hoping that Johnny Walker knocks him out before he gets caught somewhere.
Yep. I'm on Johnny Walker. None against Anthony Smith. He didn't even look happy to be there. Like Johnny Walker's trying to, shake his head. Anthony Smith's trying to mad dog him, trying to like, yo, screw you. I think this is Johnny Walker's actual time to shine. He's getting into a groove with his new camp in Ireland. 2 first-round knockouts in a row. I think he's gonna let his hands go. I think Anthony Smith is pretty much, I don't want to sound like a dick, but pretty much setting up his next chapter as a commentary.
It's definitely possible, especially after being the backup for the last UFC fight. Next up, we have the main event. We'll spend a minute or two on this one. We got Jairzinho Rozenstruik and Jailton Almeida. Now, I did go with Almeida, and there's a big issue with doing that. If Rozenstruik does not, if he makes it through the first two rounds, Almeida is going to be in a lot of trouble because after about 8 minutes, he tends to lose his cardio. His last fight, he pretty much went max, and this is a 5 round fight. If this goes, I'll give Almeida the benefit of the doubt. Let's say this goes 3 rounds. Okay, well that's fine. I think Almeida can last 3 rounds. After that, I'm not sure that he could. Now, is it going to last that long? Probably not. But if it does, that'd be Almeida's going to be in a lot of trouble later on. But I'm with Almeida. I do think that he gets a takedown. He loves takedown, ground and pound. So that is the path that I'm on.
I told you so many times. I remember when I was on Almeida before the whole interviews came out, and Almeida's now keeps saying, "I'm going to strike." For the love of God, if you want to win, do not strike with Rozenstruik. Yes, you might be faster, but don't do it. For the love of God, I had a bad dream last night. Don't do it. And you notice during most of Almeida's fights, he starts with a lead leg, and then he tries to shoot a double. What happened against his last fight? He tried to throw that lead leg up, and his last opponent caught him and cracked him on the chin. He's lucky the guy didn't have much power, but he saw the lead leg coming, he got cracked on the chin. If he comes out similar and does that to Rozenstruik, and Rozenstruik cocks his hand back and throws and lands, he's putting his ass to sleep. And every interview, I try to even go back to other ones. I'm like, okay, let's see if maybe Almeida's. I don't want to mark this as my so-called title, but I know I'm going Rozenstruik. Like I'm just getting these weird bubble gut feelings that Almeida is really going to try to prove a point, saying I'm going to enter myself in the top 10 and strike, and he's just going to get caught. And look, and one thing I got to do, another reason why I'm picking Rozenstruik, he trains out American Top Team. I gotta pick him for that. But besides that, I just think like I've seen ownership potentially on Rozenstruik, and apparently he's gonna be lower owned, which is understandable. He's 6'6", but I'm sorry that overall tag is so disrespectful. Yes, does he have a path to win easily? Absolutely, and he can break the slate at any point during the fight if he wins that way.
Yep.
But Almeida, like nothing against Almeida. Almeida's a great talent. I believe he's a natural 205er. Maybe he doesn't want to cut. I don't know, but I'm just getting these weird gut feelings. He's gonna go in there and strike it out.
And you might be right. I mean, Rozenstruik is a big step up for Almeida. So I mean,
And
he
I'll
can
give it to
come
him.
in.
Rozenstruik has shown improvements of getting up.
I
And I'm
don't think
not calling,
if he gets down, he ain't getting
no,
out.
if he gets flat in the back, and let's say Almeida like either gets his hooks in from the back or gets full mount, the fight's over. But one thing I will say, he has shown improvements of getting up, even against Blades. But Blades is a blanket, pretty much. He's just gonna lay on you, control you. If he's not ground and pound, he's gonna lay on you. But at least Almeida, I haven't really seen too much basic ground and pound. He'll go position and then go for sub. But I just got a feeling Rozenstruik. I'm gonna sprinkle the KO prop for Rozenstruik, which that's the only thing I'll probably play. But I just got a bad feeling. And I always get told go my gut, and for some reason my gut's telling me Rozenstruik's gonna knock him out.
That's fine. I don't necessarily hate the pick. I mean, Almeida is a beast, though. It's just going to come down. I think what he said is more of a ploy. I don't
It
think
could,
he's going to.
for the
I
love
don't.
of God, I hope it is. But
I think it's just to get them thinking that he might just stand in there and bang because it's not Almeida's game, and you don't want to stand and strike with him. So I think it's a bit of a ploy just to throw him off a little bit. I think we still see the same shit we've been seeing.
lead leg, shoot for a double, going full mount, submission.
I think it might be a little different than that this time because he did eat that knee from Abdurakhimov in that last fight. But we might see something similar. Maybe he'll just move in, eat one shot, put him against the cage, pick him up,
I don't
drop
think
him.
he's gonna be able to eat one clean shot.
Uh, he can eat a clean shot. It depends on how loaded up it is.
If he does it, okay, let's say if it's similar to when Derek Lewis caught Curtis Blades, he's not eating that shot.
Yeah, well, we'll see. It's an early fight card today. So basically, we'll just go ahead and wrap it up that way. We like too many dogs. We're not going to bother going through that.
Do you have a bold prediction?
Um,
I have mine, but
I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. I'm gonna say Lisboa gets a first round finish.
hey, man, that would smash. Aren't all her wins in first round anyway?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, but yeah. How about her piecing up Dumont though? That
Mhm.
was impressive. But you're going Lisboa. I'm going Matt Brown, knockout Court McGee.
I like that.
That's someone that's going to fight for your money.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Sorry for the quick episode, but at least we got our picks out there this week, and I'll get this uploaded as quick as I can. We'll catch you next week.